Yo, shit. It's your boy Siddiq, and guys, welcome to a different type of video today. And today, I am going to start doing some tier list videos on the channel. You know, as you guys saw my last video, I did like a gaming discussion about Batman and Spider-Man. I'm just throwing some new things in the channel, see, you know, what's something new I can do besides just gaming content, and I can do like gaming related content. But you know, we'll get into that in another video. But today, I am doing a tier list on one of the most best games that I think came out this year, Dispatch. Dispatch was literally, when I say Dispatch was on a generational run all last month, bro. It was on a generational, I mean, everyone and their mama was playing Dispatch, bro. And today I'm gonna be ranking the characters by, I would say, likability. You know, how much I actually like the characters. Or I should really say the Z team, because that's really what Dispatch really focuses on. So, for S tier, we're gonna call this Ultimate Glaze. I mean, which means I absolutely adore this character. A tier, we're gonna say I like what you got going on. B tier, we're gonna say overly decent. Cause there's some characters that are like, I like you, but I think you can do better. C tier, we're gonna say you're garbage. And we're gonna do slash trash. Don't know why it has to be separated. D tier, we're just gonna put who, because there's some characters just like, who are they, bro? Alright, let's get started. The first character we got so far is Roberto Robertson, the absolute GOAT. The GOAT of Dispatch, bro. The story basically revolves around him. He's the main character, and everyone loves him. Literally everyone loves him. Everyone learns to love him, at least. Of course, you guys already know Ultimate Glaze. Roberto has to go on Ultimate Glaze. Because my boy Robert, anytime he needed to turn up, he turned up. Now, in my playthrough, I probably was like an overly decent dispatcher, but I'm talking about in the game, bruh. My boy Robert was throwing hands without the suit. And not only that, he was pulling every baddie in the freaking vicinity. Like, Robert, you can't touch Robert, bro. Robert's untouchable. And the way this man speaks when it comes to motivating his team, motivating himself, he always gave the most perfect, the most heroic speeches, bro. Especially when the Z team was going crazy about someone getting kicked out. And he literally said, hey, y'all, we gotta do better. We gotta lock in. No matter who getting kicked out, we are a team. We gotta act like it. That's what I like about Robert, bro. That's why he's in the Ultimate Glaze spot. Moving on, we got to Blonde Blazer, Snow Bunny herself. Now listen, when it comes to Blonde Blazer, as y'all know, if y'all watched my playthrough, I was a little iffy about her, because not only did you let me kiss you, you didn't tell me you had a boyfriend, and then once you broke up from now, man, you tried to get with me like, I don't think I was really messing with her like that. But I did watch, you know, if you go her route in the story, now you start to understand, okay, I see why she wanted to break up with Phenoms and get with Robert. But at the same time, that's still some foul shit. So I'm not, but you know, but besides that, even though she did that, Blazer showed to be a W friend. Like, every time Robert like needed something or needed saving, she was there. Like, I remember at the end where he got captured by Shroud, Blazer said, I may not be all of y'all, but majority of y'all coming with me. Now that was a cold line. But if it wasn't for like that shit she did in the first episode, she would be an Ultimate Glaze. But I like you. I fuck with Blazer. I like Blazer. Next thing we got, baby girl, Sade, and Visigal. Now I know what some people be saying about Visigal. Oh, y'all only like her because of that little wet dream she had. But look, it's not just about the wet dream, okay? It's about her character development over the episodes, you feel me? She went from, especially around the end when we finally understood why she wanted to pursue Robert, and also why she wanted to join the Z team in the first place. Because she she couldn't stick with Shroud, because after she looked my boy Robert in his eyes, knowing that he was in that suit, she's like, I can't do this no more. And even though we had a rocky start with her at first, she grew on you as a character, but then around the end, that's when it really tests you, when she said, I'm the one that blew up your suit, I'm the one that put you in a coma, I'm the one working with Shroud. But at the end of the day, she also did take a bullet for your boy. In the good ending anyway, she did take a bullet for your boy. Now there was some cases where she was being a little weird, like stalking Robert, meeting bro in the bathroom. Bro, Lily kind of forcing herself on him in that locker room. Now I'm not the if the roles were reversed type of guy, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There'll be a lot of police officers around right now. But besides all that, I think Vids is a really good character as like a love interest. And also she also plays a crucial role to the story and Shroud. So I'm not gonna put her in Ultimate Glaze, but I'm gonna put her in I like her too, you know. Next up we got this bitch ass nigga, bro. Oh my gosh, I couldn't stand Flambe's ass, bro. Bro literally talked the utmost shit. But not only did he talk the utmost shit, he was just, oh my god, so full of himself, bro. I was like, and I was so happy to see that Robert was the one that beat his ass, like in that little flashback. But you know, I can't always talk about the bad things that he did. Flambe, you know, even though he was a little iffy around like the first episodes, he did grow on me too. Because for one, he did save Robert from almost getting crushed by some weights. Even though he did try to incinerate Robert when he told everyone that he was Mecha Man, he also came back and said, "Look, I'm willing to let it go." Because, you know, I think that was also a good part of Flambe's character development. Not only did he know that this was the guy that cut off my fingers, but he's also the dude that, you know, helped me try to become a better hero, if you guys get what I'm saying. And also, at the end, when everyone wanted to kick out Invis, he literally stood up and said, "Hey, look, if y'all can take me back for almost killing Robert, y'all can take her back for almost killing Chase." So, I would say Flambe, I'm not going to say he's trash. I sort of want to put him in there. He's overly decent. Overly decent, okay? Next, we got Coop. Now, I only hung with Coop for like the first, I think it was 2 to 3 episodes, because, you know, I had to kick her out because I couldn't give up on my boy Sonar. We'll get to him in a second. But Coop, the times that I had her on the team, I'm going off success rate. She did okay as an assassin. And like I said, to the overall like story, she didn't really give much, you know, benefits besides, you know, like I said, Sonar and Punch Up. But overall, she's not a bad character. But, you know, I can't say I was really like attached to her. I had much, you know, feel for her really. But around the end, when she wanted to spin back on Robert, that was a tough fight. That was low-key a tough fight because, wow. Because Coop was out for blood, bro. Especially when you had to go send like damn near the whole team to go stop her. My boy, I sent Punch Up in freaking Phenomenal Man. They still lost. I'm like, what sense does that make? The 2 strongest motherfuckers on my team lost to Assassin. So I'm gonna put her in overly decent. Like I said, I'm not too attached to her. Didn't really care that much for her. But that's nothing like this other person, my boy Sonar. And before I go glazing Sonar, can I just say, my boy Moist Critical did some phenomenal voice acting when it came to Sonar, bro. Like, every time Sonar spoke, I just loved it. But as of all, Sonar as a character, hilarious, bro. He is hilarious. And also, he benefited the team more than Coop did. Because Coop, you know, like I said, she was an assassin, but like, I already got a lot of raw power on my team. Like I said, we got Punch Up, Gollum, Phenomenal Man, all them, bro. So I need a dude who was smart and knew how to talk. That's why I wanted to keep him, because, you know, I got my strong people, but I need a person who can like who's not as strong but can still, you know, be up here with you feel me? So Sonar and his character overall, like I said, he's hilarious. There was even an instance in the bar fight where he saved Robert even though he had a little, you know, in his nose. But and another thing, every job almost, if you guys watch my playthrough, I'm gonna put it like right up there somewhere. But look, every time I put Sonar on a mission, he came back successful almost every time. I think back on the little percentage thing where it tells you like what character you use the most, Sonar was like my number 1. So I say put Sonar on Ultimate Glaze. Sonar was a great character. I loved everything about him. Shout out Moist Critical. He did great with Sonar. Next, we got Alice, aka Prism. I think that's her name. I know, crazy how I remember her real name and not her hero name. Prism, sort of like Flambe, she was sort of a character I really couldn't stand that well because, you know, even though she did drop that good ass song in the bar fight, you know, like I said, Alice as a character, I don't know, bro. She talked a lot of shit. She was a bit full of herself too. I get like everyone in the Z team had like always had something going on. But I don't know. And also about her, every mission I sent her on that I thought she would do good on, she didn't really do all that well. So I'm not trying to say it's hate, but again, this is just overall character, okay? Her as a character, like I said, she's funny. I'll give it that. She's hilarious. And, you know, as a character, I kind of have my ups and downs with her. But, you know, if I needed someone, I guess I would pick her. But since I didn't use her most, do not put no hate crimes in the comments, please. Trash. But it's not trash in the sense that she was bad. I would say trash in the sense where she could have been better, in my opinion, okay? So next up, we got Sade Malevola. Now she and Sonar, I think she was the second when it comes to my most sent heroes. I usually sent her and Sonar together. And bro, when I say they got the job done, they got the job done. You couldn't tell Malevola or Sonar shit, boy. So Malevola as a character, she, you know, I honestly don't think she really spoke much. You know, she made little like witty comments here and there, but until like I think one of the last episodes, she really, you know, spoke up as a character. And you know, she talked about, you know, and she was coming on my boy Robert heavy, bro. She was touching on my boys. You feel me? But again, like I said, roles were reversed, but we're not gonna get into that. But besides that, Malevola as a character, I did enjoy her. I did like, you know, her scenes. And like I said, she went in the dispatching. Every time I sent her on a mission, she did great. And also that portal move she got. Oh my gosh, bro. It was amazing. To just get back and forth to the base and to the mission, bro. Oh my gosh. And plus her dialogues with Sonar is also funny. So I'm not gonna put her in Ultimate Glaze, but actually I'll put her in Ultimate Glaze. I feel like because I really did like her character and I did like what she could do. So I'm gonna put her in Ultimate Glaze. Next we got my boy Punch Up, Mr. Ballbuster himself, aka my boy Jacksepticeye, aka Sean. Shout out. Now again, sort of with Sonar and Malevola, every time I sent Punch Up on a mission, he came back successful almost every damn time. And I love that about him. Now, if I were to say, like, I'm not really too sure where I would really place him. Because like I said, he was a funny character and he was going around busting balls for real. And also at the end when he fought that little toxic dude, he did the little, you know, the reload that, you know, like bro, that was tough. And plus, you know, his little back and forth with Coop was also really interesting. And in fact that they used to date too, you know, the little dialogue options. So I think that was pretty funny, pretty good. But I'm not really sure. I want to say sorta. I think I might put him. Actually, no. I liked him. I like what you got going on. I really liked Punch Up's character. Like I said, overall story didn't really benefit much, but like his character, his dialogue, like I said, Jacksepticeye guy's voice acting, loved it. Now we got my boy Bruno, aka Gollum. Now Gollum was my guy. Gollum is the most chillest dude you could ever find in the game, bro. Like Gollum, I loved everything about him. And in fact, it's like every time Gollum may have done something to Robert, he didn't do it intentionally. I'm like, bro was a big ass clay monster walking around the office. Like, of course he's gonna knock stuff over. Of course he's gonna open a door too hard. So, you know, and he did save me from getting crispified from Flambe. So I would say overall that I would put Gollum, my boy Bruno, in Ultimate Glaze. Because again, sort of like Sonar, every mission I sent Gollum on, 90% of the time he was successful. So I have to say, Gollum is an amazing crazy. I have to say, Gollum is an amazing character. Next we got Phenoms, the sad boy himself. When it comes to Phenom Man, I'm a little iffy. Because at first episode, I would put him in trash so freaking fast. But then we learned about him. We learned about his relationship with Blonde Blazer. We learned that, you know, they broke up and it really tore him apart. It really showed that even though he's an alien, my boy still got a little human in him if he could be hurt this bad from a snow bunny breaking up with you. So, at first, when he joined the Z team, I wasn't really fucking with him like that because, you know, if a mission fails, he becomes sad and you can't use him. And then there'll be a time when you need him, but you can't use him because he's sad. But then, you know, he got the little pills to make him feel better. So I would say he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I would say he's pretty good. But I'm gonna put him in overly decent. Because like I said, besides joining the Z team and breaking up with Blonde Blazer, he didn't really benefit much into the story. I mean, yeah, he was there to save us. He's like, you know, maybe the #1 hero in, you know, San Francisco or wherever they're at, Hollywood or something. And actually, that's in New Jersey, isn't it? My bad, y'all. I'm so sorry. But anyways, overall, I'm putting him overly decent. Like I said, he was a cool character to have on the team. But when it comes to like overall story and like what he does, you know, he was really just there. I feel like he was really just there. He didn't really do much during, you know, most of the story. Next up, we got my boy Waterboy. Now, Waterboy, I didn't use him. I didn't have him join my team until the end. But I said Waterboy. I feel like he was a character that has a lot of potential. Had a lot of things going for him. He was just like too shy, too nervous to even like speak up or say anything about it, right? Plus he had a stutter, which, you know, like I said, Flambe bullied him about that, and you know that wasn't all that fire. But my boy Waterboy, you know, when we needed him, he came in clutch. I will say that when we needed him, he came in clutch. He was there for us. He was there. Plus the dialogue options with him and Robert, you know, trying to boost bro's confidence, help him out. I think overall Waterboy, I like what he got going on, and I like what he could possibly do in the future when and if Dispatch gets a second game. So I like what he got going on. Then we got the GOAT! The GOAT! My boy Chase. Do I need to say more? I would put him above Robert, low-key. Chase, when it comes to comedic relief, helping a brother out, being by Robert's side every step of the way when he joined STN was just pure peak on its own, bruh. And plus him saving in vids and also learning his backstory and with Robert and how he used to babysit him like all the time. I would say Chase is a W character, a W man's, a W father figure too to Robert. I feel like everyone would need a Chase in their life at some point. Chase is just that good of a character. Need I say more? I mean, next up, we got the Bruda himself, my boy Royd, Mr. Brofist. Now, Royd, without him, we could not make the man Mecca without Robert. And Royd, like I said, when it comes to benefiting the story, Royd was there every step of the way. Every time we needed him, he was there. And in his attempts, overall, again, trying to make the man Mecha, to build the Mecha Man suit so Robert can be a hero again, that was some W bro shit, bro. Some W bro shit. And even though that's his job, that's what he's hired to do, he really made Robert seem like, hey, I got you, you my homie, we finna get this done. So Royd, I'm gonna put him also in Ultimate Glaze. I'll put him right behind Robert, because like I said, these three right here were like a W team. Even though Chase said he heard bro crying in the bathroom, that was so crazy to me. But yeah, next up we got the main villain himself, Shroud. Now Shroud, this man off rip. When as first episode we first heard about bro, we already knew this man was on some bullshit. He not only killed Robert's dad, he captured him, lured him in a trap, captured him, and put him in a freaking coma. Put him in a coma, man. But around the end, he knew that, you know, Robert was still out, he was still around, he still needed to get the astral pulse, you know, for his head. And literally his power of, what's it like, probability? Something like that? Shroud's ability of just straight probability is like, it's really, really a W power that he used. He like the way he was reading Robert like a book, reading damn near all of them in every way, shape, or form in the battle. It was like crazy because, bro, Shroud as a villain is outrageous to have. Like, well, if I were to put him in a top villains list, I think he would be, I say top 30, because Shroud is a crazy villain to have on your roster. And the way he uses like what his powers, or like that little thing in his head and body to like enhance his minions and also enhance himself, is also really crazy. Also, it's found out that if you did not give him both astral pulses, you know, he would have known one is the wrong one, and he also would have known which one's the real one, putting it in his head, becoming powerful. And so like I said, his ability of like probability, knowing what each person is gonna do, was like crazy. Overall, as a villain, I'm not gonna put him in Ultimate Glaze because fuck Shroud. Even though I didn't kill him, I wanted to. I'm gonna put him. I like what he had going on. Next, we got these 4 motherfuckers. Need I say more? Need I say more? Okay, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say who, but at the same time, they were in the little tutorial video of, you know, the little SDN training. But again, that's the only time they showed up. Showed no purpose in the story. And I think that's pretty much it. But what do you guys think? What did you guys rate this tier list? I think it's pretty good. You know, all the dispatch characters, don't get me wrong, I love them all. You know what, Alice, I'm not gonna do her like that. I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm not gonna say she's trash. I'm gonna say could be better. I'm not gonna say Alice is trash, because in the game she wasn't really trash. I just didn't think I just thought she could do more than what she did. But anyways, this is the tier list, y'all. W tier list, you feel me? Again, who the fuck are these niggas? Alice, she could be better. Overly decent characters, Flambe, Coop, and Phenomenal Man. I like what they had going on, you know, with, you know, Blazer and Vids, Punch Up, Waterboy, and Shroud, and the Ultimate Glaze, the Ultimate people, and the people that I really like the most in the game: Chase, Robert, Royd, Sonar, Levela, and freaking my boy Bruno Gollum. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And put down a comment if you guys would like to see more tier list videos in the future. I think I'm going to do a couple more tier list videos just to see how they do on the channel. And I might make them a regular thing from here to there. Again, we're still going to be posting regular content, regular gaming content. We're still going to be doing some more gaming discussions in the future. And, you know, tier list, I'm just going to add that into the fray. So, you know, we can just have a little diversity in the channel. Like I say, if you guys are rocking with this, be sure to let me know in the comments. And stay tuned for the next video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Peace out.